Going on, guys? Everyone, welcome. Rabid here, and today we're taking a look at the current state of crypto mining for September of 2025, bull run year, but time is running out. What is the current state of crypto mining coming in the GPUs at 12 cent per kilowatt hour? We can see leading the charge on the majority of GPUs is this QTC, qubit, not cubic, but qubit. You know, it's kind of hard to talk with my teeth missing, so it's going to sound alike. Let's just jump into here. We can see Qubit coin, QTC price here. Last over a week, it's been going up pretty good. Over the month, obviously, it's down over the maximum. You know, it's not very old compared to the charts here on CoinGecko. But yeah, so this coin looks to be dominating the GPU mining charts right now. Accuracy, you know, that's up to you. I haven't tested or anything. Maybe I'll slap some GPUs on, but you know, I'm kind of excited that there is some profit there for GPUs. But we can see a 4090 is even rivaling a 5090 in more profit at 52 cents, where a 5090 is only 47 cents. Now, I know a lot of you have more expensive power. Let's jump over to something like 20 cents per kilowatt hour, see what it's looking like there. Looks like a 5070 is making 9 cents, but it's still on this QTC here, or Qubit coin. Qubit with a T, you know, make it pretend gunshot noises or something. But anyway, I'm going back to my power price here, 12 cents per kilowatt hour, and we're going to keep on continuing down here. So it looks like, you know, we got the CMPs, they're making 24 cents on nano, I guess. We got the 5070s, 24 cents here, 5060 Ti, 20 cents. Let's just come down till we see a more common GPU like 3000 series. It's only 8 cents on a 3070. 3090, is it even here to see if it's profitable? Maybe it's just not listed under it. I do have a 3090. I'm kind of curious what's slapping into a rig, so I just want to see. RTX 3090 negative. All right, it's negative, so I'm not going to put that in nothing. Yeah, so it's looking like 4000 or 5000 series, the 3000 series kind of sucks, but you know, it all comes down to the hardware that you have. But if you do have 4090s or even 4070s and stuff, there is some profit out there on GPUs right now to be made. Now, looking at the next coin, let's just jump into the 5090 here for an example. We're going to see, you know, we got 33-cent profit, and then we go to Zano straight down to 2 cents, and then Beam, Ergo, everything else is in the negative. So there's a very fine line of profit. Right now, there's profit here. If everyone moves over to it, you know, it's going to disappear, and it's not going to take long, and everything else pretty much does not have any profit. So GPU mining is obviously still looking very rough. So with that being said, standard crypto mining when it comes to something like cryptocurrencies is looking pretty rough, but there's still platforms where GPUs are doing very well, and this is one of them. I will have a link down in the description if you want to check this out for yourself. I have done a video in the past on this, and I plan on looking more into it because I might start converting some rigs over. We'll see how that goes. But there's Salad here, which is actually you know, a GPU container workload system where people are like renting your hardware. So it seems these hash rates, the AIs and things like that, Salad isn't specifically AI, but you're doing, you know, container based workloads on your hardware for other people. So this does tend to make, example for a 4090 is anywhere from $4 to $6 a day. So it does do pretty good, especially compared to crypto mines. So there are options out there still available for GPUs. So CPUs, now they're looking a little rough. Now right here, I am currently testing the 9950 X3D on Raptorium to get some Ghost Rider hash rates. It's only been like 10 hours or something. I had some hiccups off and on. It wasn't lying, but I do have to run this for a full 24 hours to get some hash rates. So I am going to finish up my Ryzen 9950 X3D testing here. Coming up soon will be a Raptorium test here for the Ghost Rider algorithm. But CPUs, they've been doing okay, you know, with the cubic thing and everything going on. Not qubit, but cubic there, you know, and they've been doing the Monero thing and, you know, trying to 51% and all the stuff going on there, but it has been profitable. Now, the past couple days, I was on this coin here. It is Viral Network. Now, the first day, maybe first 2 days here, it was freaking awesome. Like here we can see the first payout, 724 coins. And the price at this time was like 10 cents or something. So it made pretty good freaking money. I think I ended up managing to sell it around 7 or 8 cents. I can't remember. It was around $50 a freaking day for 24 hours. But after that, it's just been dying ever since. And right now we can see the price is only 0.0047. So just like every new coin, you know, they start up high and then they just crash down to nothing. I did get one good day out of it. I mined it for a consecutive 3-4 days afterwards. As the price dropped, the network hash rate drops, and obviously you can see your yields go up, up, and up. But it started turning into only like $2 a day for 14 rigs. Like I was going negative in my power pretty bad. So it sucks at this point right now, but you know, there was at least one good day on it. And some people were on this for, you know, a good week or some before me, and they were coming out pretty darn good with it. So there was profit there if you catch these things fast enough. Sadly, I didn't. I got one day and then it was over. So like I just missed it. So that kind of sucks. But there's more is going to come. So that's the one thing with CPUs is a lot of new coins come and you can catch major profits very fast, but they just don't last. Here's another one that I heard was pretty good. I think it was at first, but I missed the boat on this one. You know, I made 2 coins in a day, and we can see the price is only $1.50, so therefore that'd be like $3. You can see I paid $2.50 or 2.5 coins, and the price is only $1.50. So that's after a full day. So I was like, nope, I'm not gonna be able to run this one. The block reward is extremely small at 0.6. It's like they forked XMR, but only kept tail emissions for the entire chain. Like I don't know. That's pretty much what it looks like here. There isn't much hash rate, but still, because the block reward is so small compared to such a low price, it's just not worth mining. So that's another one that, you know, didn't work out very well. Now, coming into hash rate for CPUs, you know, depending what you look at, it's all over the place. 7950X 3D, you're making 34 cents after power. 7950X, you're at 1 cent. It's because they give less hash rate on the 7950X and they give you so much more power. It makes 0 sense. So like I said, you know, whenever I come to here for CPUs, they're way out to lunch here for CPU profits, but we can see it bounces anywhere between ETI and Duro, depending on the CPUs that we're using. Now, remember the top there is all a lot of epics and stuff. 7900X is saying Duro is at about 17 cents a day, which isn't too bad if that's the case. I haven't tried Duro for a while. I've been thinking about firing my node back up. I do have a Duro mining pool. Some of you guys are curious to trying that out. So, you know what, may be an option. The profits may be there, but I haven't worked out the numbers myself yet. But yeah, so you know, it's looking rough. It's looking rough. I think a lot of people are on Cubic right now, and people are asking, you know, how do you mine this freaking coin? Like all my guides are out of date, so I might show you how to mine Cubic here right soon here coming up for that. But for the most part, yeah, I don't know. They had a halving though, so those profits did drop quite a bit. But mining in general is looking pretty rough. And here we have ASIC miners, the overpriced, barely profitable for what they cost type of miners here. Some people love them, some people hate them. If you love them, guys, honestly, use them links down in the description if you're grabbing some of these. But most of you guys out there that are home miners and stuff, you're not looking at these at all. But profitability, we can see, well, everything that's not released has decent profits right now. And things that are released, like Proto-Rig, I'm not sure what that is, but DG2, I don't think that's released yet. Some review videos have been going out, I've seen, but yeah, it's currently sitting around $20 a day, so that's not too shabby. 20.5 gigahash at 3,900 watts here. That's more profitable than Bitmain's L11 at 20 gigahash and 3680 watts here at 20. They're pretty darn close together. Let's just continuing on here. What's like actually released? The DG2 here. L9s obviously is released, $15.58. So remember, once these do release though, guys, the L11s and the DG2s for like everybody publicly and everything, then we will start to see the profits on obviously both of those will drop, and the L9 will drop as well because the network hash rate will be climbing. But we also got to keep in mind, we don't know what the price will be. Are we going to see one last final hoorah from Dogecoin sometime possibly next month? Like we only have 1 or 2 months left of the solid altcoin season bull run. So hopefully it happens. If not, we might not really see one this year, or it's already passed for a lot of these coins. Like Doge towards the end of last year pumped huge, and you know it hasn't really came back. But for the most part, you know, ASICs aren't even looking very hot right now. So I don't know, but there's the current profitability. You can see where they are depending on the ASIC. I did recently turn on some ETC miners here. More importantly, the Apollo V2X, this guy right here, is making about $1.16 a day up only 150 watts, 175 watts or something. So obviously, it's like the same amount of power as a GPU, quiet, and it's making $1.13 profit, which is more than any GPU is making. So I did turn that on because why not? 165 watts for 1.2 gigahash, pretty insane. All right, guys, that pretty much does wrap up this. You can see the majority of my CPU rigs are all off, even my GPU rigs and stuff. I got the 9950 X3D testing hash rates on Raptorium for Ghost Rider algorithm currently. Then I got some other tests to do like Duro and stuff like that for that. And then I'll be done testing that CPU. Finally, I'll finally have all the numbers ready for that thing. But for the most part, I'm up in the air on what I want to do. There is profit out there. You just got to find it. I know there's profitable coins that are decently profitable. I haven't tried and stuff yet, so I'm gonna be looking around and turning on. If I find them, I'll let you guys know. But it's really tough right now. Or I might start depending on my internet, because AI and all this hash rate rental services and everything require good bandwidth. I might transform some of these into those workstation workload type of rigs, AI, whatever you want to call it, and convert some of those that way, because that's where a lot of the profit and stuff is. But we'll see what happens, because I do have crappy internet. My bandwidth doesn't support a lot of those platforms. So I am going to be working everything out and kind of rearranging things here. But for the most part, that wraps up this video. Mining in general is okay. It's nothing major, and hopefully we do see that altcoin season pump happen within the next month or two, or it may be completely over for GPU mining. So it's going to be rough times, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.